Hello. Sorry to keep moving, but this glare this is bugging me, so maybe I should just sit exactly like this the whole time. That's kind of annoying, but whatever. Anyway, if you are here and can ignore the glare on my glasses, it's probably because you came from my business Instagram, which is Chic Geek Apparel. Duh, duh, duh. Wait. This way, this way, this way. The clothes you can see to the side. But yeah, he probably came from that page. So first, hi. It's been almost 3 months of silence over there. So if you came from there, welcome to here. I just didn't feel like trying to type all of this. Not that I didn't feel like. I just don't think an Instagram caption, I guess, is enough to say all the way I need to say about where I've been. So if you're not from that, hi anyway. I have no idea how you found this video, but if you're here, then hey. So I guess I should just get into what happened. So about, like I said, like 3 months ago, I kind of disappeared from everywhere. And the main reason, or main two reasons for that, one is my health. Started to get even worse, and my mental state started to get worse. And because of those two things, and it wasn't a conscious effort, because you guys know, like, I was working up until I disappeared. Like, on my page there was just consistency posts and me being out doing events and all kinds of stuff, and it went from that to just nothing. So yeah, it just got to the point that I couldn't do really much of anything anymore. So I guess I don't know how to explain this without this being a 40-minute video. But if you've been around my page for a while, then you know that I had a bunch of health stuff going on, stuff on my hands. You can see they're still like shaky and crazy, and like this is all the time. My hands are like this. So you guys knew about that, but I was working around it. It's actually been getting worse, if you can believe it. Yeah, it's worse. So that was happening. Then just physically, I was in pain a lot. I was tired a lot. I had a lot of other medical issues that I don't want to get into, but just a bunch of stuff was going on, and I was trying to figure all that out. And then still working, still doing my business, still just trying to keep some sort of normalcy in my life, I guess, because pretty much everything else was out of control. Like, I wasn't able to work. Well, I took a leave of absence from my job, and then I ended up losing my job because of all of this stuff. And I guess I just got to a point where, like, I wasn't able to keep doing everything the way that I was. So the way I usually operate is, and I feel like everybody always has stuff going on in their life, so I'm not trying to say this like, oh, I'm just this badass, super strong. Like, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is I've gotten used to dealing with shit. Like, there's always something going on with me. It's just that most of the time nobody really knows it, because I, one, don't tell people, because I don't like asking for help. I don't like anything that comes along with that. And then the second reason is I never stop doing what I need to do. I just learn how to do what I do and take whatever's going on and keep moving. So it's, I guess the best analogy I could use is juggling. So let's just say I'm a really great juggler, even though, side note, I can't juggle in real life. But I'm a juggler, right? So I'm used to juggling, let's just say, apples. I juggle my apples all the time. I juggle my apples, which includes working and like family and running my business and going to school and all the stuff that I do on a day-to-day basis, including managing my health issues and pain management and all that stuff. All that goes in there. So let's just throw it all. I'm juggling my apples, juggling my apples. And then something happens, like I start having more severe health problems. So I have my apples, but let's just say that's a banana we throw into the mix. So now I'm juggling my apples and this banana. I never stop what I'm doing. I just learn how to adjust what I'm doing to fit this new thing that's going on. So with all my stuff I had going on already, which is the apples, this banana gets thrown in. And of course, an apple feels different from a banana. It weighs different from a banana. The way you hold it is different. So of course, my juggling has to change to accommodate this new thing, right? And then, so I figure out how to juggle my apples and this banana. And then a pear. Well, I want to use something else. A kiwi gets thrown in the mix. So now I have my apples and this banana that I've adjusted to, and now I got a kiwi thrown into the mix, which feels different than apples and bananas. Again, I never stop juggling. I just figure out how to juggle with the stuff that I'm given. So that's pretty much what was going on. I had my health stuff happening. I was still running my businesses. Because I'm not gonna say I don't have a reason to stop. It's just shit happens and you can't stop your life because stuff's going on. It's like it's just not realistic. So when people are always like, oh, you're so strong and you never give up and you're always just going, I just don't know what else to do. Like, what's the other alternative? To just lay down and be miserable? Which, okay, I'll get to that. But anyway, so yeah, I was dealing with everything and I kept going and I kept going. And I guess the best way to explain it is I never stopped functioning as if something was wrong with me. Like physically, like I said, I had a lot of stuff going on. But I never stopped functioning as if I was a person that didn't have any problems. So if you're a complete healthy person with no physical issues, obviously you doing your day-to-day life is going to be different than somebody that's dealing with physical pain and physical ailments that stop them from being able to do stuff on a day-to-day basis. I, on the other hand, never stopped doing my stuff and never stopped functioning as if I was 100% healthy and 100% the way I was a year ago, and I'm not, and I wasn't, and I guess it just got to be too much. Okay, so for you guys that don't know, I have PTSD and depression, which are beasts in themselves, and now that I'm saying this, I kind of don't want to be saying it, but it's part of what's going on. So, I mean, it is what it is. I don't like telling people, and I've never really told any people, and especially not in a public thing like this, but because I don't want people thinking I'm crazy. And everybody knows that when you say you have PTSD is, oh shit, she's going to kill everybody. And depression is, oh shit, she's going to kill herself. And like, to avoid the judgment and the stigma and all that stuff, I just tend not to tell people about it. But they are both very real parts of my life that I have, I'm not going to say ignored, but kind of. So yeah, I had that stuff. Then I had all the physical stuff, and then I lost my job. But then I kept going my business, and I just got to the point that between the business and me trying to deal with my mental health stuff, and then physically, one, not knowing what was going on, and having so many things going on, it just was like every week there was something new that was happening. I found out June 1st that I have Lyme disease and Rocky Mountain spotted fever, which are super random. Like, it's like telling somebody they have polio or rickets or something. You're like, what? I have what? But supposedly that's the cause of all of my, or a good majority of the physical issues I have going on. So since June 1st, I've been on 2 different antibiotics 3 times a day, I think. Yeah. But like I said, I have a bunch of other stuff that was happening in the meantime. My thyroid got messed up. Was and is messed up. My heart was still sort of is out of whack. And like, I got to the point, and I'm still there, but that's another video, that I was taking like 18, 19 pills a day because of all the physical stuff I have happening. And if you know me, you know I'm not a big pill person. So that was and is no bueno. But I guess just the biggest thing is, like I said, I had so many things happening that I never took the time to address. I mean, I would go to my appointments and do all this stuff to try to figure out what's wrong with me. But then I would leave the appointment and then I would shut that shit off like it didn't happen. And I'll get back, to working on my business and doing my stuff and doing my posts and doing events and doing whatever else. And it was like, yeah, I had that happening, but that's over there, whatever. And then it just got to a point where I couldn't deal with all this stuff anymore. And like, oh, my voice is starting to crack. I hate that. So you see, I don't have on makeup purposely because I figured something I said was maybe it gonna make me cry. And I'm not a crying person, but the last few months have been like freaking crying city. But whatever. But yeah, it just got to a point where it was a lot to deal with. And in my sorry, I don't like crying. Crying period, and definitely not in front of people, but whatever. Maybe I can edit this part out. But yeah, like my depression stuff, I guess equaled or got as bad as the physical stuff. And then, like I said, I lost my job, and so then I was just here, like home all the time because I couldn't go to work. Obviously, I didn't have a job, and like I guess I just got to a point where I felt kind of like useless, worthless. I don't know. I thought I had a paper towel. No, somewhere. I'll just use my shirt. That's so gross. But whatever. But yeah, I felt like kind of worthless and useless. Like, what am I here for? Like, I'm not contributing. I'm not doing anything. I'm just a person that's here with like no purpose. Like, your hands don't even work. Sometimes you can't write. By you, I mean myself. This is what I was telling myself. Like, I can't write sometimes. I can't. Like, I need help cutting up my food. I need help unbuttoning my pants or tying my shoes. Or so for somebody like me, who is not used to asking anybody for anything ever, to go from that to like, can you open this water bottle for me because I'm thirsty and I can't open it myself? Or can you unbutton my pants because I have to use the bathroom? Or can you write this down for me? Or can you do this? Like, it was a lot. And like I said, my hands have been getting worse. So it went from like me working on my business and doing that stuff, just kind of staying busy and keep grinding and doing my thing, to like I was almost doing it to not deal with the stuff I had going on. Because I mean, who expects in their 30s to be disabled and like you're never gonna be able to have a job again? And I know some people are like, man, you should be happy, but I'm not a do nothing kind of person. Like, that's just not me. And if I was like 60, I would be happy because I have my whole, work life career. I did all my stuff I wanted to do, but I'm not. I'm 35. And so it was hard. And then I just started questioning a lot of stuff. And like, I'm not going to say, oh, I was going to kill myself, because I wasn't. But I distinctly remember reading an article about, I don't want to mess up his name. I think his name was Chris Betancourt, the guy from Lincoln Park that committed suicide a little while ago. And like, I remember reading that article, and the only thing I could think of was, I can get why he did it. And that's so horrible. But when you are in pain like all the time, like, who can you tell that to? Nobody. Everybody knows somebody that's like the person that you're like, hey man, how's it going today? How's everything going? And they were like, oh, I mean, it's all right. It could be better because this and this. And that. Like that person that always complains about something. I knew somebody like that, and I don't talk to them anymore because it was draining, like always trying to build up this other person. Like, you have your own stuff going on. And not to say that you don't want to be a friend, but a friend is, hey, you're temporarily down. I'm going to try to help you feel better because I love you. You're my friend. But if it's all the time, I'm trying to build you up to make you see why your life's great, why you're great, why this and that. It was too much. So whatever. I didn't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person. I'm not that person. I will never be that person. So, like I said, most people don't know the stuff that I have going on because I don't tell them. Because I don't see the relevance. One, two, I feel like people, I'm not going to say nobody cares, but nobody wants to hear that all the time. And I get it because I wouldn't either. So, but like I was saying about him, it's just, I can understand why he did what he did. I'm not going to do it. But I get it. When you're hurting, whether it's physical pain, mental pain, and Lord help you if you're dealing with both of them at the same time. And they usually run hand in hand, especially when we have like chronic, long-term type stuff. It's a lot. And you get tired of it. You get tired of feeling like hurt, physically hurt. You get tired of feeling miserable and sad and like alone and nobody gets it. And I don't have anybody to talk to about this. And nobody wants to hear this all the time. And so I guess basically it just got to the point where I was like, I can't do this anymore. And so I kind of disappeared from everything because, yeah, I just felt like I couldn't do it. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't deal with people. I couldn't. And so now I'm like trying to get my life, get my life together because I'm tired of, I keep saying tired all the time, but I want to get back to my life. I mean, basically, what I've been spending the past couple months doing is trying to get my head around and adjusting my life to the fact that this, can you see this? I'm not doing this. This is just what happens with my hands. And like, I can close them today, but there's times that I can't. I can hold this right now, but there's times that I can't pick stuff up, or I'll hold it and it'll just fall out of my hand. No control. But what I've been trying to do is just adjust myself, my thinking, the way I do stuff, like, to the fact that this is my life now. And like, I have to kind of make accommodations, I guess, for my new life. My new life means my hands don't work right or all the time. And so I'm not gonna say I'm still not used to it, but I've just had to adjust myself and the way that I do stuff. And that was a lot to do, and still be trying to deal with people and work on stuff and help do this and do that. Like, I couldn't just get on Instagram and be posting and talking to people normal about my business and my t-shirts when I have people helping me like feed myself or cutting up my food for me like a baby or whatever. I couldn't do both. Like, so that's pretty much where I went 18 minutes into the video. But that's pretty much what I have and what I still am. I don't know why the light just changed like that, but what I've been dealing with, what I've been going through. And so between the meds and like I said, how I felt just physically, and then I told you guys my thyroid was messed up. And so maybe you can or can't tell, I have on this giant t-shirt on purpose, and it's not one of my shirts, it's just a plain gray shirt. But I've gained like 50 pounds in 4 or 5 months. Just like I said, my thyroid is messed up because they're thinking because of the Lyme disease, because that's one of the symptoms. And so while they're trying to get that under control, excuse me, I gained all this weight. And then because of the fatigue and the pain and a bunch of the other stuff with my knees, and so it makes it hard to do anything. And by anything, I literally mean anything, even just walking to the bathroom or the kitchen. And so all that stuff, I gained the weight. And so I feel shitty physically. I feel shitty mentally. And it was just a lot. So I'm not going to say I'm better, because I'm not better. I'm working on getting better and working on getting my life back to what it was a few months ago, before this hole that I fell into. I've been taking antidepressants, but it was not helping for a while. Like I said, I just fell into this really dark place of, this is it. Like, this is you. This is your life. Why are you here? What are you doing? You're kind of doing nothing because you don't even work anymore. You have no purpose. So If you don't have depression, then I don't know how to make you understand, but it is very real. Oh, okay. So here we go. I don't have any props, but I have Lisa. It's actually a thumb drive that I bought. I love The Simpsons. So we'll just use Lisa. So you have your, you know how you have the angel and devil thing? So Lisa can be the angel because she's, you know, a person. And this is the only thing I have right here in my reach. So this is alcohol, hand sanitizer. But hand sanitizer burns if you have cuts. So let's just make that the devil because it hurts. So you have your devil and your angel. And this is a person with depression, aka me. What you deal with pretty much all the time. But when it got to the worst, it was like, you have this person that's telling you like, oh, look at all these toys. How do I have these t-shirts, and you have an office, and you're doing your business, and there's a lot of people that like it. You're getting good feedback, and you have all these ideas. So you should keep working on it. Bam. But then you have this fool that's telling you it's t-shirts. Like, can you really make a business from that? Why everybody's making t-shirts? Like, what are you even doing? You're too old for this. Nobody really likes those designs. Anybody can do what you're doing. You're 35 years old. You don't have a job anymore. You're really going to just rely on t-shirts for the rest of your life. Just all this all the time. And there's more to it. But just imagine that everything you're trying to do, you always have this person, which is you. It's not even like it's, oh, the devil and angel, like this good and bad person. Like, no, this is literally you telling you this self-doubt, and just, you suck. You're not as good as you think you are. Your designs aren't as good as you think they are. Somebody could do this way better than you. Like, why would anybody want to spend this for a t-shirt when they can go make their own or go order one on whatever discount site for $2? And why would they pay for this? And you're stupid, and just all this stuff all the time. And now your hands don't even work, so you can't even take care of yourself, and you got to rely on people to do stuff for you. Like, how useless is that? And blah blah blah. Just all the time. This was all the time. Notice I put Lisa away because at some point, like, you just don't even hear this anymore. And this is where I stopped working on my business. I stopped interacting with people. I haven't been in touch with anybody. So yeah, she just kind of went away, and it was just this all the time. And so, to my customers, friends, followers, lurkers, if you're here randomly, whatever, I did want to just make a formal apology, to tell you guys I'm sorry for falling off the planet. I'm sorry for making you feel like, oh, this girl, you know, I ordered such and such, and she's just not giving my stuff, and she's trying to scam and take my money. It's not, and it wasn't anything like that, and it never will be anything like that. I just was dealing with some stuff that I didn't know how to handle, I guess. And so, for me, the best thing, I guess, was just to disappear and try to figure that out. Figure out what's going on, because I really didn't know. And it took, when all this stuff started, it took me almost 8 months for them to even figure out physically what was going on with me. And like, now it's been a couple months. I've been on antibiotics. It's debatable if they're doing anything, but I'm really sorry. And I am coming back. I plan to start working again. Hopefully this week. My hands have been really hurt and sore. So I've been working on trying to get them, and they were swollen, like my knuckles. Well, they went down, but they were swollen earlier, and I couldn't bend my fingers. But I plan to start back, kind of getting back into everything this week. I've straightened up. Well, I mean, you still see I have like some boxes and bags and stuff. But this is my office. This is what I work out of, and it was not usable before because I had a lot of other stuff happening, and then whatever. I'm trying to get back to Chic Geek, to figuring out this new life that I'm gonna be having, and get back to just doing what I like to do. I have 2 businesses, and I slowed down on one because of my hands, and then eventually now I've stopped doing both because of all the stuff I had happening. But I want to get back to my businesses and to just my regular life. Like, I've been isolating myself, not even just on social media, but in regular life. Like, there's people who live in the same city as me that I haven't seen in months, and that was not an accident. There's people who text me and call me, were just checking on me, that I haven't talked to in months because I just wasn't in the space to deal with anybody when I couldn't even figure out, what was going on for myself. And I was, partially feeling sorry for myself. I'm not gonna act like I wasn't, because I was, because it sucks. But I'm trying to get it back together. I'm trying to get myself back together. So I'm gonna start posting and interacting with people again, and kind of just getting back out there. And hopefully all that stuff will help me kind of get out of this, whatever this is that I'm in. Just to kind of start working, and dealing with people again and doing all that stuff. And this video is way longer than I wanted it to be, but I at least kind of wanted to explain, and hopefully I did that without too much rambling, but I feel like there's a lot of rambling in here. But maybe if you just skim over it and catch the good parts. The good parts being that I was depressed, unemployed, sick, in pain, and miserable, and I've been dealing with that for the past few months, off camera, away from everybody, because I didn't know how to be, hey, I'm Chic Geek Apparel, here's my stuff, and I'm so happy. But then to be like, can you cut up my food for me, because I can't hold my knife and fork? Can you unbutton my pants because I have to use the bathroom and I can't do it? Can you tie my shoe? I don't know how to do both of those together. So the answer for me was just to disappear until I got stuff figured out. And it's still not all the way figured out, but I miss doing what I'm doing, and I miss people. I miss you guys. I miss the people that I used to interact with every day on Instagram and on Instagram. I was going to say Snapchat. I don't even use Snapchat. Maybe I'll start, but see, I have alarms set to remind me to take my medicine, because I have to take medicine pretty much every 2 hours from like 11 in the morning to 9 at night. So much stuff. Like, man, guys. But yeah, I just wanted to come back and at least let you guys know I'm alive. I'm gonna give you your stuff. I didn't forget you. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry about how, I guess, the way this came about and how I handled everything. It wasn't the best, and I do apologize for that. But I'm not trying to get over on anybody. I promise. I promise you that's not the case at all. But yeah, I'm gonna start back. So, but I didn't want to just start posting like, you know how people disappear for whatever, even if it's, let's just say, somebody you're talking to, like a person, like dating, talking to, and then they disappear. Like, you guys are texting, maybe even go out a couple times, and then they just disappear. And then like 4 or 5 months later, they pop up with the, hey stranger, what's going on, texting. Like, what the fuck? Where have you been? What's been going on? Like, I don't want to be that person, because I've seen people do it and it's irritating. So I don't want to be that person. So this is my explanation before I start posting why I did what I did, where I've been, what's been going on with me. This is what's been going on with me. So annoying. See, I can't, this is why, and people can't tell, like, a lot of times I do stuff with my hands on purpose, and then when I actually show them, they're like, man, I had no idea. Yeah, because I know how to hide. I've gotten good at hiding stuff, because I don't want people looking at me away or feeling sorry for me or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I was rambling some more, so, but that's pretty much what I wanted to tell you guys, why I'm here. I didn't, if you, so okay, short thing about this page. I started this page in January with the intention of vlogging my whole year, because I turned 35 this year, and I was like, man, this would be cool to vlog and make videos. And then all this stuff happened and everything just went downhill. So that's what this channel is about. It was supposed to be my own personal diary of sorts, because I can't write one anymore. I'm big on journaling, and now I can't. But that's what this is about. So if you're wondering what the L Nicole TV. L is Latoya, which is my first name. Nicole is my middle name. But I didn't want to start anything that was Latoya, Nicole, anything, because that's my other businesses. So here we are. But that's what this channel is about. I didn't bring you guys here to make you follow me or make you stick with the channel. I made this solely because I didn't think what I needed to say could fit in a Instagram caption. So feel free to stay around if you want. If you don't, it's cool. I just wanted to let you guys know where I was and say I do appreciate the messages, calls, texts, emails. Do appreciate. 2, I'm coming back. So all you guys that I have to get stuff to, you will get your stuff. And 3, that I'm sorry, and I hope you guys can forgive me and stick around. I will be around. I'm not going anywhere again. It's just I had some shit happening and I didn't know how to handle it. And there's a mess behind me, but whatever. So yeah, anyway, thank you, and I'll see you guys around social media, I guess.